Today we're going to look at the price action of Bitcoin and look at two projects that I think have the greatest potential of rising in this month. Hello there everyone, I hope you're having a beautiful day. So today I want to share a quick Bitcoin update with you guys, just explaining how to trade the market level by level, and I would love to share two of my favorite projects for November with you guys. So as you know, I like to trade the market level by level, and the first area that we started looking at was right over here, right? We had this trend line, we broke this trend line, we made a higher low, and then we had this supply area right here, right? So we already touched it briefly right here, and then again right here, and again right here. So now what usually starts to happen if there's bullish momentum in the market is that you start to form something called an ascending triangle. So an ascending triangle essentially is a strong horizontal resistance level, and then you're going to try to break that resistance level, right? And then you measure the distance from here to here, and then you add it on to here, and then basically you have your price target, right? That's the basic fundamentals of trading a pattern like an ascending triangle. So you can also use that to your advantage when you're making your vision on the market, right? We know this trend line was broken, and we know this area right here, this strong area of resistance, has been touched twice right now. So then if you start to form a higher low right here after making this push, then it starts to be more interesting for people to enter the market. So then if you hit it a third or fourth time, then you start to make a higher low again, and then it becomes increasingly more likely that you're going to break through and reach the next level of large resistance, right? So for me, that next level was located right here. So let me delete this right here. So that was the golden pocket, right? First, we rejected this area perfectly. I can remove this area now so it becomes more clear for you guys. And basically, we then had this daily supply area right here. So let's put on the magnet mode. Okay. And this daily supply area was almost stacked with this golden pocket, right? So now you have two reasons why this should be your next area of resistance, right? Like basically this box right here. So what did we do? We broke this box right here, and then we go to the next level. So this is why I like to trade the market level to level, is because it just works phenomenally well. So now you can trade a plan based on breaking those levels, especially if, for example, you start to mark these highs right here. So you see, I marked them already from the Dutch market outlook video, and basically, if you start to take these highs, basically move upwards above those highs, then you have a reason to reject at this specific area right here, because now you have some trapped longs, you have stopped out some potential shorts, and now you have the liquidity to make another move downwards, potentially to this new resistance or to this level that I marked right here, which is 61,165. So basically, that's how you build a case for the market, right? You start to look at these interesting resistance levels. You have rule-based systems, and based on those systems, you can now make a probabilistic analysis, right? Because the probabilities dictate that in here, this area that we marked right here will be our next level of resistance, right? Now, we can blast through it, but probabilities dictate that it will not happen, that you have a reaction at least. And now, if this reaction pulls down all the way here, maybe you have a strategy that can anticipate on capturing the whole move, or maybe you just have a strategy that can anticipate on capturing this move right here, right? So basically, one of my strategies is to take out these highs and then usually look for a short when these highs are taken out, right? So that's what I like to trade personally, because I find it has a high strike rate and a high risk to reward. So now for me to look at these specific setups, I have to know what exactly I'm doing. And that's basically the fundamental way of building a strategy. And that's also how you present your strategy to the market and analyze it in a thorough way. Now, right now I'm looking at two areas for a potential pullback. One already perfectly hit, so I'm not looking at that one a lot anymore. So basically, if we reject here again, that's fine by me, but I would love to see the market go to 61,165 around this supply area right here. I already put a alert at 61555, and that's basically the area I'll be looking at. Now, for the two projects that I'm looking at right now, there's also a lot of information to be learned from these two charts. So basically, the same fundamental that we just discussed in Bitcoin, right? Like an ascending triangle, we can see right here, right? So let's say this is our main resistance area. Yeah, let's just put it in between these two yellow lines. We have a fake out right here. We can just call this resistance as well. Now, if we have this resistance area, we now move towards it, then we have a higher low. Okay, we move towards it again. People got trapped. Okay, we put a higher low right here, right? Now we move towards it again and we put another higher low in. So if we use these same fundamental principles, that higher lows towards a strong horizontal resistance level can equal that you will blast through, then that means this is a very nice trade to be in right now. Why? Because the daily time frame has been consolidating sideways for a significant amount of time, right? This is not exactly the same uptrend as something you would see right here. So this makes this a pretty good trade or project to be in right now, in my honest opinion. So this is our last area of resistance, and you can see that even on the higher time frames, we are also moving towards that horizontal level of $50, right? $45 to $50. So in here, it's interesting to buy in here it's interesting to buy in here it's interesting to buy in, right? These lows are all moving towards that same horizontal resistance, and now you can force a breakout upward again based on many different time frames. Now, right here, this is our breakout candle, and that's why I find this project right now so interesting, right? So I'll be looking at a stop loss around here, 43.43, and then wait for some continuation into this discovery zone. Not the discovery channel, the discovery zone. Basically, once you start to push past the all-time high, you have a lot of potential to move upwards, right? Because there are no previous resistance levels located right here that you can use. So just as we saw it right here, 100% gain from that all-time high. The similar things could happen. It's less likely to be as extreme as it was right here, but it is likely that we see some nice continuation, 20 to 30% in this project once we start breaking those all-time highs. So this is a very interesting project to be in right now, and I'm looking for a continuation for Luna. Now, this is the last one right here, Solana. Beautiful, beautiful price action, cup and handle pattern, even with some nice T right here. So you'll put in an all-time high right here. Then you retrace, and now the philosophy is that if you come to this all-time high again, that after you see that you've come back to this all-time high, now you have the potential to continue upwards again. After you have your last sell-off, so basically everyone who bought right here or bought right here, they now have the opportunity to either sell at a profit or sell at break even. And if you then come back to that same area again, now everyone in the market agrees that we want to see higher levels, right? Because otherwise, we wouldn't be at this price level right here, right now. So buying pressure is still stronger than selling pressure. Everyone that wanted to sell has now sold. We are at an all-time high. And now you can see that we can continue upwards again to, for example, $317. Now, this would be a 50% gain. It's not as likely that we will see that 50% gain, but it is a very nice position to be in as well, just because of what I just explained. Now, this is breaking down the markets from its fundamental components, creating a story for yourself that you understand, and then using that to your advantage when trading the markets. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you will enjoy many more videos by subscribing to this channel. I hope you give me a thumbs up. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I will see you in the next one.